Yo! Hey, how's it going, guys? It's your retro future boy, Ricky Summer here, and today I've come back in time to furnish you with a few more mods, and this time, it's all about piracy. But first, a message from our sponsor.
Nexus Security. Protecting you from the unknown beyond the Nexus.
Alright, so since my last video, I've just been playing the 1.5 public beta build of X4 Foundations. So I've been playing without mods, because I wanted a pure experience. I didn't want to mess with the beta at all. But now we're back in 1.32, and I've got the mods. I got some mods for you, baby. Listen, I got to the point where I can't play the game without mods. Not yet, at least. Not yet. Alright, so listen, this is all about piracy. Not large and XL ship piracy, because that's an entirely different system. It requires marines and boarding. Very interesting, but I haven't quite figured out the nuance of it yet. Like, I know how to do it, but I've been unsuccessful. We'll put it that way. So I'm talking about small and medium ship piracy, which normally just involves you picking out a target, saying, hey, yo, I'd like that ship, please and thank you, and then you shoot at it, and then you cross your fingers and toes and hope that the pilot of that ship values their life more than the ship itself, right? But what I've found is they're actually like really hard John McClane, die-hard sons of bitches who would much rather go down with their ship than bail out and save their own life. Seriously, in like 10 hours of dedicated piracy gameplay, I'm not exaggerating, guys. In about 10 hours of piracy, I've gotten one ship. Yo, though. But let's get to the mods. Okay, so we've got increased bail chance, fix bail logic, and true capture. Now, you can use all these mods in concert, if you will, or just one of them, or any combination thereof. And let me talk you through, just real briefly, what they're all about. Alright, so let's start off with fixed bail logic, which does a few different things. So first and foremost, you may have noticed that when you actually cause an NPC to bail out of their ship, they'll do like last minute sabotage. They'll actually damage the ship, and the turrets and whatnot will be destroyed. The guns will be destroyed. You'll end up with you'll claim the ship, but it'll be severely damaged and won't have any weapons. Okay, I feel like if you're in a ship going, hey, listen, I'm about to die, evacuation pods, your last thought isn't going to be, but wait, let me sabotage the weapons real quick. So that actually gets rid of that entirely, right? So now you can conceivably capture a ship, you can cause the NPC to bail and capture a ship, and it will have its weapons intact, which is fantastic. Secondly, apparently according to this mod page, there was this mechanic in place where if your player ship, that you're using to try and capture another ship, if your player ship had greater max hull strength than your target ship, you would be penalized. Now, the mod page doesn't say exactly what the penalty is, but if we're talking about bailing, I think it's fairly safe to assume that it's referring to bail chance. So maybe if you had a bigger ship, they're less likely to bail. That doesn't make any sense, dude. If you've got a big, scary, strong, max hull strength ship against a weakling ship, it's not like they're gonna go, hey dude, hey, I can win this fight, yeah, I'll hang in there. What? No, that's ridiculous. They're more likely to bail out. So what this mod does is actually switches that around. So if you've got a ship with lower hull strength than your target, then you get penalized, right? But if you've got a ship with greater hull than your target, you're either not penalized. I don't know if you're rewarded as such, but you're not penalized. And that makes perfect sense. Like, if you're in a big ship and this puny fighter comes at you, you're going to be like, please. But if you're in a puny fighter and this big ship comes at you, you're going to be shit scared, dude, and you're going to bail. Okay, so the last thing that this mod does, it actually increases the amount of damage you have to do to a ship in order for it to qualify for bailing. So normally, you have to get the ship under 75% hull strength, and then it will maybe possibly bail. Now you have to get it under 50%, which I feel like is a nice trade-off there. Alright, so the next mod here is called True Capture, and this actually does quite a few things that fixed bail logic does, but it's specifically focused on preventing that unnecessary damage to ships. So, like I said, when the turrets get destroyed and like they do extra damage to the hull before they bail out, and even when your marines go in and they cause unnecessary damage. So when you come across a ship that's empty and you didn't have to, like, it was just sitting there, right? Presumably from a previous fight with an NPC or something, with the AI. So you find an empty ship and you can claim it, right? So when you send a Marine in to do that, apparently they cause a little bit of damage. Please, if these are highly trained Marines, surely they can avoid, like, not punching the walls in on their way in. Come on, this is absurd. So that mod, like if you just want regular bailing, but without the unnecessary additional damage and sabotage and your Marines being idiots, then True Capture is for you. Now, interestingly enough, the mod author acknowledges that fixed bail logic does everything that True Capture does, so they've added like an optional little file that just augments what fixed bail logic does, and it just prevents when you come across a empty ship out in the wild, when you send a Marine in and it causes damage, it just prevents that. It just adds that functionality essentially to fixed bail logic, which is very nice indeed. And last but certainly not least, we have increased bail chance, which does exactly what it says on the tin, and it is beautiful. It has a flat 30% increase to bail chance. Simple as that. That's all it does. That's all you needed to do. It's fantastic. Now, I don't know if that interferes with fixed bail logic, because it looks like maybe it might twiddle and toggle and play with the damage threshold required for bailing to engage. I'm not 100% sure on that. But that being said, I'm using all three of these mods together. I haven't had any crashes, no freaky behavior. It's behaving the way I want it to. So it looks like maybe they all work together. But if you are concerned, you think, hey, maybe fixed bail logic isn't going to play nice with increased bail chance, then I would recommend True Capture and increased bail logic is going to get you more bails. Sounds strange. More bails. The people demand more bails, and you're not going to have that unnecessary shitty sabotage damage and dumb Marine damage when you do actually capture ships, which is nice. And there you go, guys. These three mods have made piracy so much more satisfying for me. Previously, it was just a tedious slog, and now I'm feeling like a man. I'm feeling like a pirate, and I'm feeling real good about it. So let me know in the comments down below, guys. Have you tried piracy out? Did it satisfy you? Have you been luckier than me with your bails? Listen, and I want to hear about those of you who have tried large and XL ship piracy with Marines and whatnot. I've tried a little bit of it, but haven't had much success, mostly because I can't find a cheap ship that will hold enough Marines, you know? So maybe you need a large ship in order to claim other large ships with Marines. It's tough to say. Maybe I'm just not there yet. I have started again a lot because of mods, and then I tried the 1.5 beta build and this and that. So maybe I'm a little behind the rest of you, even though I've got, I think at this point, like 60 hours in the game. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Taste the game, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Ricky Summer, out.